Well, I've got water with cat hair in it.
Anything else?
I've got lemonade with cat hair in it.
Hey, Lois, I'm starving. What's for dinner?
I made meatloaf. It's in the fridge.
Hey, Peter, do you mind?
But I have to get dinner.
Go out.
While Family Guy is primarily known for its dark humor and outrageous characters, the show has surprised us a few times with some truly sad moments that remind us that even the Griffin family can experience genuine pain and heartbreak. So let's dive into the 10 saddest moments in Family Guy and explore the episodes that left us feeling unexpectedly emotional. Starting off at number 10, we have the episode Brian's Got a Brand New Bag, where Brian's romantic relationship with Rita, an older woman, ends in heartbreak. Brian, who is often unlucky in love, genuinely connects with Rita and finds himself falling for her. However, as the relationship progresses, he feels pressured to introduce her to his friends, who end up ridiculing her age. Brian tries to make it work, but ultimately the pressure from those around him becomes too much, leading Rita to leave. For a character as jaded as Brian, losing someone he truly cared about was painful to watch, and it's a moment that shows a softer, more vulnerable side of him. Seeing his genuine sadness at the loss is a rare, relatable moment that reminds us that even Brian has a heart that can be broken. Next, we have the time Peter confronts his abusive father in the episode Peter's Two Dads. In this episode, Peter learns that the man he grew up calling Dad was actually his stepfather, and his real father is from Ireland. Hoping to bond with his biological father, Peter travels to Ireland, only to be disappointed by the man he meets. Despite his expectations, Peter's father proves to be distant and uncaring. The episode gives us a glimpse into Peter's complicated feelings of abandonment, longing, and resentment toward the father figures in his life. This revelation adds depth to Peter's character, showing how his rough upbringing shaped him. The sadness in Peter's eyes as he realizes he'll never get the fatherly love he craved is both powerful and heartbreaking. Coming in at number 8 is Lois's emotional struggle with her brother Patrick in the episode The Fat Guy Strangler. When Lois discovers that her long-lost brother has been living in a mental institution, she's faced with the heartbreaking reality of his condition and the pain he's endured. Patrick has severe mental health issues, and the episode dives into Lois's guilt for not being there for him when he needed her most. While Family Guy usually shies away from sensitive topics, this episode explores the impact of mental health struggles on families in a heartfelt way. Lois's emotional turmoil as she tries to reconnect with Patrick despite his dangerous behavior shows her compassionate side and makes for a truly sad storyline. At the 7th place, we have Stewie's dream of running away from home in Lois Kills Stewie. In this episode, Stewie stages an elaborate plan to escape his family's control, leading him to confront Lois in a simulated what-if scenario. Though it's a fantasy sequence, we see Stewie experience a deep sense of isolation, feeling unloved and trapped in a family that doesn't understand him. Despite Stewie's comedic persona, this episode captures the loneliness he sometimes feels as the odd one out in the Griffin family. His sadness and frustration are surprisingly relatable and serve as a reminder of how even the funniest characters can experience profound feelings of abandonment. In at 6, we have Peter's heartfelt letter to Meg in Peter's Daughter. When Meg ends up in a coma, Peter writes her a heartfelt letter, filled with apologies and admissions of regret for how he's treated her over the years. For once, Peter drops his usual insensitive attitude and reveals a vulnerable side, admitting that he's been unfair to her and that he deeply cares about her, even if he doesn't always show it. The sincerity in Peter's words adds depth to his character and gives viewers a brief glimpse into his regrets and love for his daughter. It's a touching moment that provides a much-needed connection between Peter and Meg, though it's a rare occurrence in their strained relationship. On the 5th place, we have Brian's failed attempt to end his life in Brian, and Stewie takes a surprisingly dark turn. This bottle episode centers around Brian and Stewie being locked in a bank vault, forcing them to confront their innermost feelings. Brian reveals his deep loneliness and desperation, admitting to Stewie that he once attempted suicide because of his unhappiness. The raw honesty in Brian's confession is both jarring and heartbreaking, showing a level of vulnerability that isn't often explored in Family Guy. It's a rare and somber moment that reminds us that the comedic exterior Brian puts on is often just a cover for deeper struggles. At number 4, we have the death of Horace, the beloved bartender at the Drunken Clam in Save the Clam. When Horace dies suddenly, Peter and his friends are left mourning the loss of their longtime friend and local pub owner. His death hits Quahog hard, especially for Peter, Quagmire, and Joe, who spent countless hours at the bar. This episode highlights how even minor characters play a big role in the lives of the main cast. Horace's death brought a surprising amount of sadness to the show and reminded viewers of the bittersweet truth that even in animated comedies, loss is a part of life. Starting with our top 3, we have the heart-wrenching scene when Stewie says goodbye to Rupert in Dog Bites Bear. In this episode, Brian accidentally destroys Rupert, Stewie's beloved teddy bear. Overwhelmed with grief, Stewie buries Rupert in an emotional scene that tugs at the heartstrings. Though Rupert is an inanimate object, his role in Stewie's life is deeply significant as a symbol of comfort and friendship. Watching Stewie mourn his loss, especially with Brian by his side, reveals Stewie's soft side and his capacity for deep attachment. The funeral he holds for Rupert is oddly touching, highlighting the genuine bond he felt for his stuffed companion. At the second place, we got Meg's emotional breakdown in Seahorse Seashell Party takes us to a darker place. After years of neglect, insult, and mistreatment, Meg finally snaps and confronts her family, pouring out her feelings of resentment and pain. She reveals just how deeply hurt she is by their constant mockery, especially her father's treatment. This breakdown is an incredibly raw moment for Meg, and one of the few times her emotions are truly acknowledged on the show. Her plea for empathy and understanding is heartbreaking, and while Family Guy rarely gives Meg the respect she deserves, this episode forces the family and the viewers to see the extent of her suffering. Finally, at number 1, the saddest moment in Family Guy. We have one of the most heartbreaking moments in Family Guy history, Brian's death in Life of Brian. In this episode, Brian is hit by a car and tragically dies, leaving the Griffin family and fans devastated. The shock of seeing a main character die was a bold move for the show, and the aftermath left the Griffin family, particularly Stewie, in deep grief. Stewie's reaction to losing his best friend, combined with the somber atmosphere of the episode, made for one of the most emotional moments in Family Guy. Though Brian was eventually brought back, this episode stands as a reminder of just how important Brian is to the family and to the fans. It was a rare glimpse into the love and connection between Brian and Stewie, and it's a moment that will always be remembered as one of the saddest in the series. And that's our list of the top 10 saddest moments in Family Guy. While Family Guy is usually about pushing boundaries and making us laugh, these moments show that even an animated comedy can bring real emotion to the screen. Let us know which moment hit you the hardest in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Family Guy content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.